This segment of the news is brought to you by Finance of America. For all your mortgage needs, call Amy Childress or Shannon Keller at 702-372-6607.
Remote Area Medical is here in Pahrump all weekend long. They are offering free dental, vision, and health care at the Nye Communities Coalition on the corner of West and Wilson Street.
Dentistry, fillings, cleanings, and extractions, vision, full eye exam, check for eye disease, making the glasses right here on the spot. Can't beat that.
We got to talk about the volunteers as far as the physicians and dentists and all the volunteers that are helping, community volunteers, including Nye Communities Coalition.
Sure.
Right. It was definitely a group effort. It wasn't just Nye Communities Coalition. We had some great leadership with our team. People have come together from all of the organizations here in town and have joined up. We've got people from Las Vegas. Roseman University's been a big partner. Healthcare partners here in Pahrump, DaVita. I don't even want to start naming them all because I know I'm going to forget some. Maybe y'all can get the signs of them on the door.
Yeah.
But a huge amount of volunteers. We're probably at about 250 volunteers that we'll use over the next 3 days. And then we've got some other partners that have come. The Mammoth van is here and they're doing mammographies.
Wow. Tell everybody what RAM is.
Remote Area Medical is a nonprofit organization. It's founded in 1985 by Mr. Stan Brock, who used to be co-host on Wild Kingdom back in the early 70s and 80s. We traveled the continental U.S., from border to border. This clinic number is 814, meaning that when we finish here with Ryan and Stacy, we'll have 814 behind us. So, and a little over, I would say, we estimate about 23,000 patients a year or so.
Wow.
And it's, like I said, all put together by volunteers. So.
This is all weekend long here at Nye Communities Coalition. Ryan, let's talk about how much the community needed this.
It's, a huge need. And I work in healthcare and I see the need all the time. And so it's just, when Stacy approached me about this, I was all in. My company was all in. Several companies were all in because they just know the demand of this community really needs it. And, we've been talking with Ron at RAM and we're really hoping to make this a yearly thing, or as much as we can. So it's been great. People are really appreciative. It's hot, it's humid, it's not comfortable here. It really isn't, but they're here to get free services, and people have been so gracious and so kind, and we're just really happy.
This is a light day. You're looking at tomorrow with people who aren't at work who are going to be here, and it's going to start again. What time did people start lining up this morning?
So we actually had people lining up at 9 o'clock last night. So the line started then. Everyone was showing up between 9 a.m. and about 5 in the morning. So if you really want to guarantee your spot in line, because it's first come, first serve, you want to show up at 9 or 10 o'clock. Park in the south side of the Walmart parking lot. It's all blocked off, but you can park in there if you're coming for RAM, and then just get in line in front of the coalition.
And the annual Grape Stomp is happening Saturday and Sunday at the Pahrump Valley Winery. Here's Bill Loken with more.
And we've got new vineyards going in literally as we speak all weekend long. There's a crew out in Amargosa putting in another 3,000 vines.
Wow. Yeah. So you're expanding all the way to Amargosa?
Yes, we have vineyards now. When I say we, these are growers that are doing this on our behalf. Mm-hmm. We've got growers in Crystal Heights. We've got growers in Amargosa, which is getting to be quite large. And then we've got another grower in Dyer, which a lot of people don't know where that is, but it's called Fish Lake Valley. It's along the border of Nevada and California. And that is going to be a really, really premium grape growing area.
Is that a more humid area?
It's not more humid, it's just that it's a more moderate climate. They don't hardly ever hit 100 degrees. They get a nice cooling down in the evening, which grapes really like. The soil is perfect. We've had test plots out there for years. The test wines have proven to be of superb quality. So over the last 3 years, there's been about 10 or 12 acres have been planted out there. So they'll start producing heavily in about another year or two.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how long does it take them to yield?
2 to 3 years you can start getting smaller crops, and then by about the 4th and 5th year you're in full swing, and then they produce heavy crops every year.
Tell me about the crops right here.
The grapes that we grow here on site, our estate wines, are made with Syrah, also known as Shiraz. People are familiar with Shiraz. And then Zinfandel. Now I want to be clear, that's red Zinfandel, dark red wine, not the pink white Zinfandel that some people confuse it with.
And so you've been having these crops here for how many years?
Well, the Zinfandel, part of our Zinfandel crops were planted in the mid-1990s, but they were never used. We used them for the first time in 2005. And that's why we're responsible for producing the state of Nevada's first commercial red wine in state history. We released it in 2008. But we've expanded that vineyard in 2009. We also expanded and planted quite a bit of Syrah.
And I've noticed that the vineyards have expanded just around the winery right here.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. We multiplied the vineyards that were here by probably about a factor of 5.
Speaking of expansion, the building has expanded too.
It has. You've noticed a little over a year ago we expanded. We more than doubled the seating in our restaurant. We enclosed the patio. Floor-to-ceiling glass is very nice. You look out over the grounds, over the vineyard. It's terrific. So it's climate controlled year-round, so we get to use it all the time. We've got another private dining room now that holds about 24 people, and that's been a big help because the restaurant was literally busting at the seams.
So is the restaurant open during the grape stop?
It is, but only for lunch. We're not open for dinner.
Yeah.
I could never do that to my crew, to make them go through that crazy day and then be open for dinner service. So we're going to serve lunch from about 11:30 to 4 both days, but we'll be closed Saturday and Sunday night for dinner.
And when we return from this break, we'll tell you what's going on at Spring Mountain.